Hello there everyone, it's Aidan here from Push Square, and today I'm doing the holy deed, and that is, of course, ranking all of the PlayStation startup sounds. Now these things are iconic, some of them at least, but we're going to have a definitive ranking today, and we've got 5 to go through, of course, from the PlayStation 1 all the way through to the PlayStation 5, so let's get right into it and see how these things sound. So I'm starting off here. I've got the PlayStation 1, I'm just going to play it right now. Oh. Okay. It's classic, it's iconic, and it sounds rich. That bass, I'm bringing that back, Oh. That bass really just tells you that you're about to play some good stuff on a powerful console. Now by today's standards, of course, we know that that is no longer the case. This thing is, what, nearly 30 years old now? But oh, there it goes again. I love this sound. And it's the way that it transitions from the white into the black, and it sort of twinkles off. I like that. It really kind of gets you there. It's almost like a refresh of mind where you go, I'm going to play the PlayStation right now. I really like that one. It's definitely going to be high. Where it stands amongst them all is yet to be seen, because of course this is going to be filled with personal bias. That is because I played the PlayStation 1. Of course I played the PlayStation 1. Really, where I grew up, what I grew up with was the PS2. So we're about to get into that right now. And let's go. Yeah, okay, so a very different vibe, something a little bit more chilled out, eases you into it a little bit more. Let's get that back again, I want another go. But that to me is childhood, my childhood personified in a sound. Listen to that, oh! With the sort of subtle, like the blocks building up, I'd actually heard that those blocks build up over time depending on your memory saves. I'm going again. That's a strong contender. We're going to come back to them to then give them the ranking, but that is, I feel warm and fuzzy when I hear that one. So let's move on to the PlayStation 3. Now I know for a fact already this one's going to rate lowly for me, because PS3 was really the era that I didn't play too much of. I did have one. Oh, we're starting classical? Fading into the menu, a little underwhelming in a way, but it feels classy almost. Okay. Yeah, definitely on the lower scale. Definitely. I mean, listen to that. It's like they're trying to go for a more high-end device, which I definitely think that the PS3 was aiming to be. If I remember right, it was like a lot more expensive. But yeah, I mean that. Let's have another go. As far as things go, I don't feel like I would remember this. I don't think it feels necessarily PlayStation either. Let me know if you agree with that. But yeah, that one is definitely on the lower end. Let's get into the PS4. Now this is the console that this is when I really became like a PlayStation guy. Although I'd always played PlayStation, PS4 is when it really solidified itself. It's when we had some of the brand new, the classics that we're still talking about today, the series that we're still talking about today. So let's get into it. Here we go. Now, it's funny hearing that, because while it does make me feel nostalgic, I kind of hate it. I didn't actually expect to hear that. Like listening to this, I held off from listening to them again, purely so I could bring this back. Now, it has a nice chill feel to it, but I think there was, you spend many nights sitting in party chats with this background music playing, and to a degree, yeah, it's nice, and it definitely kind of embodies the PS4 era. But at the same time, it got on my nerves so much, and I didn't know you could turn it off for so long. So when I finally did, it was bliss, and I never have menu music on anymore. So this obviously started, like the menu music came from the very beginning. Let's give it another go there. Nice and welcoming, definitely better than the PS3 era, but still not really like it doesn't feel iconic like the PS1 and 2 did. So let's move on to the latest one, the PS5. Obviously, this is the latest one, the one we're all hearing right now. Here we go. So, the thing with this one is a couple of things that I noticed with it. It feels a lot more similar to, let's give it another go, a lot more similar to the PS4 and 3 era kind of sounds. But I do feel like it's kind of making its way back a little. Like right now, that still does make me feel like I'm playing PlayStation tonight. I'm excited for this. And that's what I kind of like about this. Here we go again. And also, with the 4K sparkles going around, it feels next gen as well. It even looks nice, even though you're not really seeing anything in particular, and I love that about it. So yeah, I really like that one. So let's get into the definitive ranking then. I have to say, so I'm doing this on the spot. I should really take more time to think about it, but the way that, okay, so number 5, we've got to start with the PS3 sound. Let's go with this sound right now. I mean, it's nice, I get what they were going for, but overall it just lacks any kind of iconic identity. I don't think it feels like PlayStation. It doesn't really get me excited to play, so it's a bit of a letdown in that department, and PS3 comes in at number 5. Number 4 though, I think you probably know where this is going. It's going to be PlayStation 4. It's nice to a degree, has elements of nostalgia sprinkled throughout it, but ultimately it really lacks in comparison to the more iconic sounds. And yeah, that's going to come in at number 4. Number 3, it's got to be the PS5. It's got to be. I love the sound right now and I'm really enjoying it, but it just doesn't have that old school iconic feel. It doesn't really get you in the feels like that. To the same degree anyway. I do think this one hits at the core a little bit more than the PS3 and 4, but it overall just kind of lacks that feeling where it would always make you sit up on the edge of your seat when you hear it if it was playing somewhere else. So that's going to go in at number 3. So this is the hard one now. We're on to the PS2 and the PlayStation 1, and I'm going to have to listen to them again. Right, let's go for the PS2 right now. Okay. You have that. And there's a lot of sentimentality for me towards that sound. It does feel very... yeah, it's in there. But then we have that bass. In the PS1. Although the PlayStation 2 was my baby. I loved that thing. And at number 2 we have the PlayStation 2. And at number 1... it's got to be the PlayStation 1. Let's play it one more time for celebration. We have that, that bass. I have to, like, it just, I think people would lose their minds if the PlayStation 6 came out and it had this exact sound, like maybe even remastered. Just come on again. I think that would be incredible. I think people would lose it. So yeah, that has been my definitive ranking of the PlayStation startup sounds, with the PlayStation 3 coming in at number 5, the PlayStation 4 coming in at number 4, the PlayStation 5 coming in at number 3, the PlayStation 2 coming in at number 2, and the PlayStation 1 coming in at number 1. A lot of the number crossing there was hard to keep track of there, but hopefully you enjoyed this video and you don't disagree with my ranking too much. But do let me know what your own personal ranking of this would be down in the comments. And if you enjoyed the video, then remember to leave a like. That really does help us out. And even better, subscribe to the channel for more PlayStation video content just like this. Anyway guys, I'll catch you in the next one right here on Push Square. See ya.